welcome back. So today is actually January 1st, so it's literally the New Year's, and I thought, why don't I do something that challenges myself for the first official project that I will basically start on in this new year. So yeah, anyway, there's this idea in my mind that has been literally marinating for so long, and I've been wanting to make it for myself for equally so long. So it is literally the perfect project to start on for this new year. And so basically what I want to make is a knitted raglan patchwork star cardigan. The sort of idea that I already have in my mind on how I'm going to materialize this and make it tangible from the marination in my brain to in real life is honestly pretty complicated. So it is more of a daunting project. Like I said, a more challenging project for myself this year, but I feel like it'll be really rewarding, and I'm actually really excited to start on it, even though I feel like it will be more brain power and more brain work. So before I get started with the cardigan, I wanted to first talk about this video sponsor. So Universe is a website building app that allows anyone to grab a custom domain, hyper customize their website, sell their creations, and send emails, among other things. This is my first time building my own website, but Universe is such a user-friendly platform that also has multiple ready-to-use templates and an AI assistant called Gus who can help you if you're unsure how to get started. After fiddling around with the features, I ended up going for a blank canvas since I wanted the ability to customize my website from scratch. My favorite part about Universe is definitely the doodle block feature that lets you draw directly onto a selected block. I think this adds such a cute and personal touch to your website, and if you're someone who enjoys drawing or doodling, it's the perfect feature for you to try out. I also love that you can easily make anything clickable on Universe, like a button or photo that can redirect the viewer to a pattern or one of your socials. If you're in the US, the Universe sell block will enable you to start selling your creations online, and you can also use the download block to sell patterns. Although the sell and download blocks are US only, everyone can use the PayPal block to accept payments. Universe is free, but you can make the jump to Pro to remove Universe branding, get your own custom domain, unlock custom menu styles, gain access to the code block, and get the ability to make discount codes. Honestly, I had a lot of fun building my website and highly recommend this app to anyone who wants to get started on theirs. So you can use the first link in my YouTube description to get 25 off your first year Universe Pro, or use the second link to try Universe for free. So as for the yarn that I'm planning on using, I don't know if you can tell, but these are obviously all of my favorite colors. So I basically just got all my favorite colors, the ones that I thought would match really well. But yeah, those are all the colors that I'm planning on using. I definitely feel that if I were to do intarsia for this, and if I were to make a pattern with intarsia for this, that people would literally try to murder me. So I think I might do seaming, because I think seaming is definitely the lesser of two evils. Because you're thinking about holding these colors, but more, because you're gonna have to hold a different color for each star, not just each patchwork. But yeah, oop, it just fell again. Anyway, the plan for today is to make a gauge swatch, and then using that gauge swatch to convert my drawings on Procreate into actual readable graphs on Stitch Fiddle. I might also make one of those coloring thingies where I lay down all the squares that I'm planning on making, the sleeve as well, and then I'll plan out what colors I want to use for each one, because I know pre-planning is definitely a lot better than doing whatever the heck I want. Alright, so I finished my gauge swatch, and usually I only focus on knitting a certain amount of stitches and then short rows, because the rows I don't care about, but the stitches are what is really important. So I'm just going to measure how many stitches are in either 2 or 4 inches. It depends on how things go, and then we can make our graphgram and then start from there. Okay, so I'm gonna make my chart now. I like using this website called stitchfiddle.com. It works really well for me. And so you have your kind of profile thingy right here. And what I do is I usually just create a new chart, and since we're knitting, I'm gonna click knitting, and we're gonna be working with colors. You can choose the type of yarn that you're using, and I really like this option because it has all the colors loaded in for you. In my case, it doesn't really matter because I'm just gonna be making my chart in black and white, but I still wanted to use this option anyway. And then I'm going to be making this from a picture, so you're gonna choose that. And then you're going to choose the picture that you want to use. So I have these 4 stars that I drew on Procreate, and I did a little mini poll on which one people liked the most, and people really liked this one, so I'm gonna be using this one for myself because I also really like it. Okay, so you have something that looks like this. There are a lot of different stitches, a lot of different colors. So you're gonna go over to this side right here, and first you're gonna make the colors into two because we're only using 2 colors for each square. And then the really important part here is to figure out your gauge. So you're gonna click on that. I actually went back and I remade my gauge swatch because I was like, oh crap, I actually do need the height. So I like made mine bigger to figure it out. And for mine, it was 18 stitches by 24 rows. And you can actually come over here and do the specific size of the completed project that you want. So since I want each square to be around 6 inches, I'm gonna put in 6 for both of that, and then you can click apply and you'll have something that looks like this. And then after that you can just click save chart and it should auto load like this. I personally don't really like the way that the charts look like when it automatically gets like uploaded into the pre-made one, so I like to kind of like fiddle around and add some parts, take away some parts, just to make it look like how I want it to be. You can do that if you want to. If you like the chart as is, then you can start working off from here, but I'm gonna edit it a little bit before I actually start working on the actual cardigan. Okay, so I wanted to show you all my progress. It looks like a rectangle. It's supposed to be a square. It's just that the edges are like curled in like a lot. But I think it looks quite good so far. My tension's okay. The edges here are a little funky, but when I block this, it'll probably even itself a lot. The color switching is a little bit funky too, but I figured since the 2 legs over here are like pretty close together, I don't want to do like 4 different types of balls, so I just did that. And then when I met the center right here, then I changed to like 3 different types, as you can see. But my plan is that the star color is going to be the background color for the next square, so I'm going to have brown here with this really pretty purple lilac-y color, and then so like the next square is going to be this purple color plus some other color. Maybe I'll do like orange or something. I'll think about it. But that's kind of the plan, and I'm just going to be working on these squares in a stripe for the back panel. And another thing that I was thinking about while I was working on this is I feel that it might be a little bit too complicated to make a raglan style cardigan with this, since it's all in pieces. Like if it was like stripes or like a solid color, like, oh, I would totally be able to do that. But because of this pattern where there's like a star in each square, I'm just not up for that right now. So I'm probably gonna make this into a drop shoulder cardigan instead. And honestly, I don't mind because I personally really do love drop shoulder cardigans and sweaters as well, so. Okay, so I wanted to update you all about my progress. So I have this right here. You probably already know since you literally saw this like a few seconds ago, but I ended up frogging my whatever I like had done, which was like around like 3 squares ish of work, because I ended up not really liking how the star kind of like took over like most of the square. Like I wanted something that was more like this after I made the 3 asshole squares and was like, maybe I don't like that. But yeah, we did this. I did this last night while watching Heaven Official's Blessing because I finished my happy marriage. But yeah, I think we're making good progress. This probably took me around 4 hours, so like around 1 hour for each square. And I also learned, because I wasn't doing intarsia anymore since the star is pretty small, so I'm just using 2 balls of yarn at once, I learned how to carry my floats on the back, so it looks a lot neater, as you can see. And then another thing that I was actually thinking about when I was working on this was the fact that I could have done provisional cast on, so that this bottom part, when I go back to do the ribbing, I wouldn't have to pick up stitches. But you know, the thing is with provisional cast on, even though usually people use a crochet hook to do it, for some reason I just don't really like doing it, and I would prefer picking up stitches, which is weird because I prefer crocheting like over knitting. Like, I'm way more comfortable with crocheting, but for whatever reason I just don't really like provisional cast on, so I just avoid it. So the plan for today is I want to finish the back panel. I'll probably make like 4 of these or 5. The width is like around 6 inches, so depending on how oversized I want it to be, we're gonna figure it out that way. But yeah, I'm planning on doing that, and then once I'm done with that, I'll probably do a little bit of planning for the front panel, because the front panel has like this cardigan that I'm wearing, it has like this v-neck, like the deep v-neck that I have to take into account when I'm making the squares, because I'm gonna have to like decrease for it. So yeah, we're gonna focus on that, but only after I'm done with the back panel. Alright, so I finished all of my 4 panels that I had planned for the back panel. So it looks like this. And I'm going to seam everything together and then see if I want to make like another vertical panel to make it like wider. It's currently, I think, 24 inches across, so it would be around 48, like the bust. But I don't know if I want it to be more oversized or not, so I'm just going to seam it first and then figure it out, because I like measuring things up against my body and like having that be like the judge of how big I want something to be. I'm gonna use this white yarn. When you're seaming stuff together using the mattress stitch, it doesn't matter if you're using like the same color yarn or whatever, and since I have like a lot of this white yarn, I'm just going to use it. Okay, so I just wanted to update you all. I have this much done, this entire back panel, and then one of these vertical rows of the front panel. I have not yet continued because I have to figure out how long I want this to be. So currently it's like this long. So as you can see, it's like at my hips, like about at my hips, and then with the ribbing you'll just like add a little bit more. But yeah, it's this long so far. I feel like this is the pretty standard length. Like if you see from the side, it's like right here. But I don't know if I want to add like another square at the very bottom, like right here. So it'll be like this long afterwards, like mid thigh. So yeah, I have some time to figure it out because I'm not continuing working on this since I have like a lot of other work to do this week. But I shall think about it. But anyway, I'm so excited. Like every single time I knit a square, I'm like, oh my god, a star is being born. Another star got birthed by yarn. And like all the colors are so pretty because I just basically used a lot of the colors that I liked and like put them all together. So yeah, anyway, I'm just really excited to continue working on this when I get more time to do so after all my work. Okay, so I just wanted to update you all. I know this is a bit of a time skip because I think the last time I filmed I was still working on the back panel, or like just now, or just starting the front panel, but I don't know, and it's okay, I guess. You know, I have time skips in all my videos because sometimes I just really don't feel like filming. But this is what it looks like. It's a little bit curly, or not a little bit, it's a lot curly because, you know, stockinette stitch tends to curl, but you kind of have the idea. The front panels are just kind of hanging off because I haven't seamed the sides yet because I'm gonna do the sleeves first before seaming the sides. But oh my gosh, I'm in love with the colors so far. They're so pretty. I chose, like, obviously I like them because I chose the colors that I like, but it also looks really good just like when I compare it to like my own body, which is what I always do when I'm designing something. Yeah, so it looks like this. Let me give you all like a 360, even though it doesn't, it's so curly. Anyway, let me just give you a 360. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to finish it. It will look a lot better after I finish the sleeves and can actually like seam the sides and everything. But I'm gonna start working on the sleeves today. I'm gonna try to finish at least one sleeve today because I'm just gonna knit like crazy and not think about schoolwork because I'm just gonna do schoolwork over the weekends. But yeah, Pickle is calling for me. She probably needs to go pee pee. So I will see you all later. Okay, so you know how I talked about how I was definitely gonna finish one sleeve today? Well, guess what? This is the first panel, and I only did 2 squares. I'm doing 3 squares in total for an 18-inch sleeve. I genuinely thought that I would be able to get one sleeve done, but I mean, you know, at least I got schoolwork done. I felt a surge of motivation to like do all of my asynchronous work and like write my essays. And you know what? I got most of it done. You know what? It's a good trade-off. Then over the weekend, like on Saturday, I'm gonna finish one sleeve, and then Sunday hopefully can finish the other one so I can hurry up and get this thing going, because I have deadlines, I have other responsibilities, and I need to get everything done like mid-February basically, which is really close because it's literally the 9th. Please don't mind the mess on my desk. I haven't cleaned it in a while. But I finished one sleeve yesterday. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Anyway, I basically finished one sleeve. I have the 3 panels over here. I haven't seamed it together because I'm going to finish my other one before I do that. And then I have my second sleeve. I'm working on the center panel, and then here's one of the side ones done. I think this is the right side. But yeah, I'm slowly working on it. I actually did this star pattern so many times that I basically memorized it so I know exactly like what to do. And then also one thing that I kind of freaked out about was the fact that the sleeves, I'm working them from top to bottom, but I was reading it like normally, the graph, but then I was like, actually my star, it basically looks the same upside down too. So this is what it looks like normally. And then upside down, it looks like this. It looks very similar, it's just like flipped. So I'm just gonna keep it like this. Yeah, so that I don't have to like create like 15 million different charts. And I like variations anyway, so yeah. Anyway, that's my work for today. I'm going to try to finish all the sleeves today. And then I'm going to seam everything together, and then I'm gonna work on the ribbing and the button band and everything. Okay, so when I say I've been working on this for the entire day, I'm literally not exaggerating. I've literally been working on it for like 6 hours straight. But anyway, I finished the sleeves and like I've already attached everything. I just did not like film the entire process, but it's just seaming, so I was like, that's dry AF. So anyway, I have this. The sleeve tapers came out pretty good. As always, it's always a little bit wonky when you're doing the color work, but when you block stuff, it shouldn't be as weird afterwards. So I'm really looking forward to blocking this and seeing what it looks like afterwards. I'm really happy with how it looks so far. And I've just started the ribbing. over here. And I decided to do 1x1 rib because I'm going to be doing a double knitted band, and in my opinion I just like the look of 1x1 instead of like 2x2 or any other option with the button band. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it looks so far, and for the rest of the night I'm just gonna try to work on the ribbing on at least one sleeve, and then I might do the other sleeve cuff, and then if I have time I'm gonna do the hem. Alright, so I have another belated update for you all, but this is what it currently looks like. And I finished doing all the ribbing, and then I did the ribbing on the bottom as well. And then something else that I started working on is the button band, and I think I mentioned this very briefly in passing earlier, but I'm doing a double knitted button band. This is the first time I've done like a double knitted button band. It's not the first time of me like doing double knitting, because I did this for a scarf that I'm actually still working on, and it's been like a whip for a while now. But anyway, but yeah, it's like so nice. It's so nice and like squishy, and it looks really good. And I'm doing the double knitted button band where you pick up all the stitches along the collar like this first, and then for this one I'm just working normally. The buttons are gonna go on this side, so I have to make the buttonholes for this one, and I kind of have an idea of how I'm gonna be doing it. I think I'm gonna make it a vertical slit. It took me so long to get to this point. It took me so long to film this outro too. I literally finished this like 2 weeks ago or something. I just didn't film the outro until so long because, in my defense, the weather was absolutely terrible for like the past week and a half. It's just not good for filming and taking photos, and when you need good lighting because you don't have like an advanced camera, just use my phone camera. Like if you film when it's dark, the footage is grainy as hell, and I don't like that, so I had to wait until today. So that's my kind of little excuse that actually kind of works out because it's true, I'm not lying. But anyway, to just talk about this cardigan, I love it. I love it so much. It's so cute. My idea first was to make it a raglan sweater, so actually it was gonna have like more armhole shaping, but to be honest, I quite like the boxy fit. I know the drop shoulder fit is not for everyone and not everybody likes it, but I think it's very cute, and to be honest, I wish I made my cardigan a little bit more oversized so that it was even more boxy, like maybe down here or something like this. But yeah, I love it so much. I really don't know what else to say, even though it deviated from like the original plan. But honestly, the only thing that really deviated was the fact that I just made it a boxy fit instead, but it works. I think this is better. Okay, my phone like ran out of storage, so I need to like hurry up and talk before it runs out of more storage, and then I have to delete more stuff. But yeah, anyway, in general, really excited for my next projects. Really love this cardigan so much. I'm gonna get so much wear out of it. I'm gonna wear it everywhere. Everybody's gonna see me. This is like when they think of me, they're gonna think of this cardigan now. They're gonna be like, this girl is nothing without this freaking cardigan. But anyway, yeah, I just really like this. I'm kind of sad that it's a little bit warm now, just to like wear it out very often, but hopefully there are a few more, I don't know, colder days in March and in the following like spring that will allow me to actually wear this without sweating my ass off. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm really excited to get started on my next project. I will see you all in my next one. Bye bye.